Hi, I'm Ravi here. Today I'm working on Hyundai Tucson iX35 LM 2-liter SUV. Customer complaint is recent emission test was failed. Few other shops and the dealership also tried to get it passed. Unfortunately, they have done a lot of things except the right procedure. So I'm going to do the right procedure here, what I did and what I am doing right now. This is the failed emission report. Sorry for the blurred image. I got this picture as the WhatsApp image. Anyway, you can see that the carbon monoxide in the circled area have been exceeded than the expected value of the 3% here in locally. So at the idle it is around 5%. In the high RPM it is around 4%. So that is why this vehicle get failed the emission report. As usual, I hook up the scan tool and got the health report, no any fault codes, and then I checked the scan data. Really, what I found that this car has no oxygen sensor or air fuel sensor. Here I will show you we can't see any oxygen sensor occupied in this exhaust manifold or even in the tailpipe. I just checked the underneath. I did not see any oxygen sensor or air fuel sensor. So what kind of vehicle this is without oxygen sensor? The truth is all the vehicle manufacturer in the world have made this kind of non-oxygen sensor occupied vehicles for the low emission standard countries like South Asian and African and South American countries. Here in locally I have seen all the Japanese, European and Korean manufacturers have been sent this kind of oxygen sensor not occupied cars. All the Japanese makers like Toyota, Honda, Nissan, and Korean makers like Hyundai, Kia, and Mercedes, also BMW, I have seen locally these type of cars. If the oxygen sensor not occupied, definitely they have fitted a variable resistor we call carbon adjuster that should be hang on somewhere else in this engine room. All the models of that non-oxygen sensor occupied cars. Anyway, I searched everywhere under the hood and I did not find any variable resistor or carbon adjuster. I did the job and got past the emission report this time by tuning the carbon adjuster. I will show you those footages later. Before that, I will show you the figures of this report. Still, even this report is passed, you can see carbon monoxide rate is little bit more high, but it is stay below than 3%. But it is still high, 1.8 at the idle and 1.4 at the 2500 rpm. But we can bring these figures into the decimal points and make this car more perfect and more tune up. If we need to tune up this car into a perfect condition in our first attempt, definitely we should have a gas analyzer that can fit into the tailpipe and see what is going on with our adjustment. I don't have that kind of gas analyzer. Even dealership has no that kind of gas analyzer. So what we have to do is adjust the carbon adjuster and take this car into the emission testing center and see this report again and again. That is the only method, but it is complicated, I know. But however, we can pass the emission report and finally we can tune up perfectly this car. Okay, let's go and see how to tune the carbon adjuster. For that, you need to hook up the scan tool and scan the car first. Remember that these kind of modern cars has no that kind of physical variable resistor or carbon adjuster under the hood as it was before. So now they have fitted it into the software. So it's a software version. You have to go through the scan tool. Until scan the car, I would like to say, according to my knowledge, these kind of non-oxygen sensor occupied vehicles haven't been exported into Europe or USA market as they have high emission standard. But any country get this kind of vehicle, they should know how to tune up this car for the carbon monoxide control. Okay, let's select the car model. I have to go to manual select and then general area. Here I have to find the Tucson. Let's go downward. Here you can see that Tucson, that should be iX35 LM. Here it is in the middle here. Okay, let's go to that version and then manufacturer year is 2011 and the engine is 2-liter MPI. So I select the engine here, then he will find the car. First of all, let's scan the car for the fault codes. You can see basically no fault codes, all the tree is green, and I go to the engine control module and then I just first read the fault code here, read the DTC, and you can see no trouble code. So let's go backward and I need to select several data feeds and see the live data. I go to the live data here and then let's scroll down here, and I need to show you that first of all I will select here these fuel injection data, that injection time in for the 4 cylinders like this, and just look at the data feeds. I can't find any data feed for the oxygen sensor or air fuel sensor. So no data feed for the oxygen sensor. Even we scroll through all the data feeds, you can see 116 data feeds available in this page, but no any data feed for the oxygen sensor. Okay, before go to the carbon adjuster tune up, I need several other data. So I select here water temperature because I need to know this car is in the operating temperature. And let's start the car. Okay, no any issue. Car was started perfectly, and I need to make sure the water temperature is get to 80 degrees. Still it is 76 degrees because I need to make sure that this car has got to the operating temperature for tune up the carbon adjuster. Okay, here we are. Water temperature is around 81 degrees and the injection timing is around 3.2 millisecond. Keep remember that. So let's go back and we go to the special functions here. And then you can see here idle CO adjustment. So that is the place where you need to go for carbon monoxide adjustment and tune up this car. So you get some instruction, carefully read them and fulfill those needs. I tap on the OK button as I have fulfilled all the needs, and now we are in this screen. Here you can see number of adjusting. You can see some values for milligram per stroke. So here in this corner you can see up and down buttons. Now I tap on the down buttons because I need to reduce the fuel injection. So I tap on this down button and reduce the fuel injection. So I have to do it step by step. So already I have adjusted it to the minus 1.1 milligram per stroke. That is how we get past this emission report on this car. Even though past the emission report, you saw that there were little bit too high carbon monoxide values in the report. So I need to reduce that carbon monoxide values and get more fuel efficiency for the customer. So that is why I adjusting this carbon monoxide adjuster right now. I warn you, do not adjust too much these values because that could cause for the idle problem and it may cause for the low power conditions of the vehicle. Best way is hook up the gas analyzer into the tailpipe if available and adjust these value until you get a perfect tune-up condition. When the customer bring this car for the first time into my shop, these values were around 0, but I adjust it into a minus 1.1 milligram per stroke and then he got past the emission report. He was pleased when he got past the emission report after big attempt because nobody was able to fix this car. However, when I see the report, I told him this car has more carbon monoxide emission. So we can reduce it and get this car into a perfect and high fuel efficiency condition. So here you can see I set this value around 2 milligram per stroke. So let's go ahead and take this car into a test run because I need to make sure after I adjusting carbon monoxide values a little bit higher, there is a no idle issue and drivability concern. Look at that. Now fuel injection timing is trying to compensate from 3.2 to 2.4 millisecond. So this is a good sign. However, let's take this car into a test run and we'll see what is going on. Okay, let's go backward. Keep remember, in modern Hyundai cars, if oxygen sensor not available, you can see idle CO adjustment in the special functions. Please use this function in order to adjust the carbon monoxide adjustment at the idle and past your emission standard. Otherwise, do not do other things like changing parts and doing some things to tune up this car. That is not possible. The only way is adjusting this carbon monoxide adjuster if there is no any major issue. Okay, here we are in a test run and I loaded some more other data and I will show you the fuel injection timing is doing perfectly and I did not feel, and the customer also did not feel, any idle issue or drivability concern. So car is running fine. Okay, I will show you the fuel consumption indication. Customer told it was around 8-9 liters per 100 kilometers, but now it has come to 6.7 or around 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers. So customer mean that is a good sign and he did not see it before. So this is the condition of this car. Anyway, thank you for watching. Stay subscribed with us for more videos.